Because now they're kind of falling into that.
Just trusting my work, just keeping my routine. I feel like those are good shots for me. Just gotta have my confidence to keep shooting. These guys are here every time, every day. Just keep telling me to shoot it when it's open. So I have no chance but to just let it fly. And
Anything
today,
different you're doing, or
just keep my routine. And today my teammates found me, and I knocked them down. But keeping the same routine.
And Melvin, if you look at the schedule, Oklahoma State, Cincinnati, and then here tonight, I know you talk about that dog mentality, but that many games in that short period, how do you keep it going and relentless and not kind of fizzle out a little bit?
Just energy. We went that double bye for the Big 12 tournament, so that's what we're trying to work on.
Darryn, what's a night like this feel like in the vibe in that building, and how rewarding is it to have a kind of a big night like this against a huge team on a huge stage?
It was electric in there today. Part of the reason why we came to Kansas was to play in this environment. And this is a great win coming off the loss to Cincinnati. It was big for us for sure.
Darryn, you had a stretch second half, and Kingston scores a baseline mid-ranger on you, then you come down and hit the DHO3. And Bill looked like he said something to you as you were going back. Do you remember what that exchange was?
He'd be too loud, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta try to read his lips, but probably was get back and play defense or something. Probably nothing about the shot.
So he's getting on your defense there.
Yeah, for sure.
Did it? What was the impact tonight of you maybe moving on the ball a little bit more, and did this feel like just kind of more of a normal game for you than some of the others recently?
That was just the game plan. Kind of we put in new sets. In high school, I was more on ball, but I don't really mind either.
Melvin, how would you describe your guys' defensive approach and how you were able to maintain that intensity all night?
Before the that's funny you asked that. Before we came out, I told the guys that we gonna get a limo, a 20 car limo, and Water gonna be the driver. But we can't start if we don't play defense. And that's what happened today. So we driving in that limo tonight.
Darryn, there was a time where you went out with maybe about 9 minutes to go, and you had the pads on your legs. Did you think you were going to be able to come back in at that point, and what kind of unfolded between that and your return to the court?
Wait, hold on. Was that on the phone? Did I think I was gonna be able to come back?
Yeah. There was a time where you went out and it looked like you had the things on your legs. I was wondering if you had cramps then, and did you think you'd be able to come back after that?
I put them on every time I come out, like the leg things. So
Okay.
it's like this.
So when that happened, you always knew you were going to go back in a few minutes later?
Coach put me back in. Yeah, it's up to coach for real.
Okay.
Darryn, 2 straight games now, 30-plus minutes. Just how are you feeling health-wise? Are the cramps subsiding at all? Just how are you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good.
Darryn, there was a lot of outside talk about you last week. What was that the last 5-6 days been like for you personally?
Kind of normal this year. Somebody's had something to say probably after every game this year, so I don't really pay attention to it anymore.
How do you go about drowning that out? You have social media, people text you. Like, is it with teammates, family, coaches? How do you go about keeping your own little bubble?
I don't know. I've kind of been a antisocial loner my whole life, kind of, so I kind of just deal with it on my own.
For any of you guys, after the Duke and North Carolina games, Darryn, I know after North Carolina you talked about how those games are important for you guys to grow. How much have the 3 of you guys seen this team grow, especially since it started Big 12 play?
Sure.
I'll go. I feel like we've grown a lot. I feel like we hit like a couple different jumps this season, and I feel like right now we're kind of, I feel like we're kind of honing in on the details. Especially getting closer to March. I feel like that's really what wins and loses us games. Late in the season like this, especially the conference play. I feel like right now we're just doing a good job playing like that and definitely playing defense. I feel like that's where we get wins.
Tre and Melvin, Darryn talked about how he handles that sort of national criticism. Do you guys talk to him? Do you think he needs it, or just how do you guys handle that as teammates?
I definitely just try to, whenever I see him, just try to keep him right. But you know, he's been in the spotlight all his life, so he definitely knows how to handle it. And you know, we tell him all the time, you know, we with you, we're your brothers. You know, we understand what the outside world think, but we don't care about none of that. It's inside the locker room, and that's pretty much how we go.
This Batman. That's all I gotta say. Batman right here.
For Tre and Melvin, both of you sort of started pushing the pace to start the second half, especially, and getting out and running. What kind of lift do you think that gives you?
Oh, Tre definitely was keep telling me to go. Like nobody can stop you when you in transition, and that's what I did, you know. And then Tre did it, and then I remember half court. Tre talking about we the fastest guard in the country. I had to look at him like, you fast, bro? Like,
No, don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
I had to look at him.
I'll be beating you down the floor sometimes. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, then Tre took off, and then, you know, that's when we best at, when we play fast and don't think about it and play free.
Melvin, what does a night like this kind of say about this team, especially after kind of what you guys went through on Saturday?
When we play to our ability, defense, nobody can stop us. And like I said before, we didn't reach our ceiling yet. I don't know when we're going to reach it, but when we reach it, it's going to be fun to watch us.
To follow up on that, Coach Sampson was just in here. He said Kansas is one of those teams that you just never know, but they're pretty good. Do you guys feel like you know yet? You just talked about the ceiling, but do you feel like you know what you are, who you are, where you're headed, and has it all come to where you want it to be at this point?
I feel like we kind of know our identity, but like he just said, we don't know our ceiling. We haven't touched our ceiling yet. We're trying to get better every day, so we definitely know our identity.
Sure.
Time for one more.
For you guys, what was those 48 hours like after the Cincinnati game, and how did you guys kind of regroup and how did performance you guys had today?
You know, we've been playing basketball our whole life. You win games, you lose games. That's really what it was. But like, it was bad, you know, because we got to protect the home court. But you know, we had to get ready for Houston. Move on.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.
Appreciate y'all.